Have you ever been in a place where everyone is shouting but one person chooses to stay silent? Just imagine that. At the Africa Cup of Nations, drums were beating, flags were flying, fans were losing their voices. But in the middle of all that noise, one man did something unusual.
And there's a man who pays tribute to late Patrice Lumumba, stands that way the entire match.
He stood still, hand raised. He stayed that way for the entire match. Not 5 minutes, not during the celebration of a goal, but from kickoff to the final whistle. While everyone else moved, it didn't. At first, people didn't really know what to think about it. Some even laughed, some ignored him. Some thought it was just another strange football fan. But that raised end, it was not random. It was history. And what followed turned a football moment into something much deeper. You see, the AFCON always gives us drama, goals, heartbreak, joy, and all whatnot. But sometimes the most powerful moments don't happen on the pitch. They happen in the stands. Each time the DR Congo played, cameras kept finding the same man, same spot, same posture, same raised hand. And while fans jumped and screamed, he stayed quiet. While others celebrated, he stood firm. And slowly, people began to ask questions. Who is this man? Why does he stand like that? And why does he look so serious in a place that is meant for fun? Well, in case you don't know, his name is Michel Nkuka Mboladinga, but the pulse he holds belongs to someone else. That raved is a tribute to Patrice Lumumba.
Patrice Lumumba became the Congo's first prime minister after it gained independence in 1960. But he was only in office for a few months before he fell out with the country's former colonial ruler, which led to him being ousted in a coup, imprisoned, tortured, and later executed.
Now, for the Gen Zs and for those who don't know, Lumumba was Congo's first prime minister after independence, a man who believed his country deserved dignity, control over its own resources, and respect. He spoke boldly, fearlessly, and because of that, in 1961, he was assassinated. For many Congolese, Lumumba isn't just history. It is pain. It is pride. It is a dream that never fully lived. So when Michel stands with his hand raised, he's not trying to entertain anyone. He is speaking without words. He is saying, we remember. Now, why a football stadium, you will want to ask? Because football is where Africa gathers. It's where emotions are raw. It's where the world is watching. So what better platform does he have than to do that at the AFCON? Well, Michel, like you all know, didn't bring any banner. He didn't shout slogans. He didn't even argue with anyone. He just stood still. And sometimes silence speaks louder than noise. And then came the match that changed everything. DR Congo versus Algeria. A tight game, 90 minutes, no goals. Then, extra time and heartbreak. What was the heartbreak? Algeria scored close to the end moment of the match. And in that final moment when Algeria scored, as they were celebrating, the goal scorer ran and raised his hand, the same Patrice Lumumba pose, and fell to the ground, like making mockery of the pose. And to some, it looked harmless, just a goal celebration. But to others, it felt disrespectful. Social media exploded. And when the meaning behind the pose became clear, something changed. The Algerian player apologized, and you could see he was sincere with his apologies. Not with excuses though. There was just an understanding about the pose, and he had to just come out and apologize. Michel was later invited to the Algerian camp. They met, they spoke, and they even snapped pictures with a branded Algerian jersey given to Michel. Then came the quarterfinals, Nigeria versus Algeria. Nigeria won the match, no doubt, 2-0. Victor Osimhen and Akor Adams. And after that second goal by Akor Adams, he celebrated and did something. He had his hand bruised. The same Patrice Lumumba pose, and this time it wasn't mockery, it was respect. Out of respect, he made that pose, and for many Africans, that moment felt like healing. One gesture correcting another, and that's why this story matters, because symbols matters, history matters, context matters. One man stood still, and it brought a limelight to a simple pose that Africa now stands within. Not by shouting, but by one single gesture that has changed the way people see that posture. Sometimes, you don't need to make any noise for you to be noticed.
Ok. Nous on donne des probabilités.
If you enjoy stories like this, please subscribe to my growing channel. It's new and still growing. Thanks a lot for supporting. And until the next video, my name is Terbi. It's peace.